Hello, October 5th, 2019, and this one speaks about avoiding immoral women. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen carefully to my wise counsel. Then you will show discernment, and your lips will express what you've learned. For the lips of an immoral woman are as sweet as honey, and her mouth is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is as bitter as poison, as dangerous as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. She cares nothing about the path to life. She staggers down a crooked trail and doesn't realize it. So now, my sons, listen to me. Never stray from what I am about to say. Stay away from her. Don't go near the door of her house. If you do, you will lose your honor and will lose to merciless people all you have achieved. Strangers will consume your wealth, and someone else will enjoy the fruit of your labor. In the end, you will groan in anguish when disease consumes your body. You will say, "How I hated discipline! If only I had not ignored all the warnings. Oh, why didn't I listen to my teachers? Why didn't I pay attention to my instructors? I have come to the brink of utter ruin, and now I must face public disgrace. Drink water from your own well. Share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your springs in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourselves. Never share it with strangers. Let your wife be a fountain of blessing for you. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. She is a loving deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast satisfy you always. May you always be captivated by her love. Why be captivated, my son, by an immoral woman, or fondle the breasts of a promiscuous woman? For the Lord sees clearly what a man does, examining every path he takes. An evil man is held captive by his own sins. They are ropes that catch and hold him. He will die for lack of self-control. He will be lost because of his great foolishness. I think the message on this one is pretty straightforward. Sex is definitely best suited within a relationship of love, respect, and understanding between two consenting and, in these times, adults. Definitely where you can support yourself. Like, there are so many things that come out of sex, pregnancies, sicknesses. Definitely it's something to do in responsibility, in love. Try and only have sex with your wife. Definitely stay away from promiscuous people. And this isn't just for boys. This is for girls too. Like, you don't want to have sex with a guy that's been sleeping around. Like, and I'm sorry, because number one is abstinence, definitely. But come on now, this day and age, that's kind of hard to ask the youth. I definitely advocate for it. Abstinence is the best option you have to stay safe, healthy, and out of those oops that too many people are experiencing nowadays. There are so many other alternatives too. So many alternatives to full sex that you can express the love, which is really lust probably, unless you've been in a relationship without having sex for a year. And still, especially I'm talking to you 13 through 17-year-olds. You know, you may have a lot of experience in life and whatnot. You may have read a couple of things, but truthfully, you have time to wait. You have time to experience so many other things in life. It's unfortunate that even the news, all media like social media, YouTube, um, sex sells. Like it's what makes so much content relevant nowadays. Like te lo meten por ojo, boca y nariz. Like they push it through eyes, ears, and nose, man. But it's not just about penetration. Um, wow, it's so difficult a subject to touch, and I hope that I'm not offending anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if I did, but I truly think that it's a subject that should be touched in a way that is straightforward, that isn't condescending to the youth, because definitely I remember that I started hearing about sex when I was 8 or 9. Myself, I didn't have sex until I was 16, but I had friends that did it at 12. I can tell you that I was lucky enough to have people that cared about me, that taught me the scientific stuff about it, which I don't know if I should go into much detail here in this video, because from this perspective, abstinence is the best solution to all of that. To just wait until you're married. Me personally, I know that it's very difficult for youth nowadays to abstain from having sex, but I please implore you to find out about sex in a scientific manner. In like, okay, these are your hormones. They're gonna push you to be inclined to have sex. They're gonna and all the things that you can do, because there are options. Like you don't have to have full penetration to pleasure your partner. Again, I don't know if I should go into detail into what those are, because the message I want to bring to you is actually about holding off and really getting to know a person before you have sex with them. Really fall in love with a person before that even touches the conversation, and talk about it. Talk about it with your partner, with your relationship, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, um, with whoever it is that you're going out with at the time. I'm talking especially to young ladies, because unfortunately, in today's society, you're the one that carries most of the consequences. Not the responsibility. I'm not saying that. The responsibility is definitely shared, but it is so easy. You don't know how many friends I have that the guys just walk out, and the woman is the one they're having to deal with the pregnancy and the babies. There's so much more that can be done before it gets to that point. Please do your research. Talk about it with your parents. It's a sticky subject, but it doesn't have to be. Just talk to them. I know that you've heard so much stuff at school, so just bring it to the table. No matter however they react, but talk about it, please. God bless. Be safe and take care of yourselves.